Fibres podcast. I'm Diane.
And I'm Edith, and you can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Ravelry, and our webpage, alldyedup.ca. So thanks for coming back, and thanks for joining us if you're new. We appreciate you spending some of your time with us. And how have you been?
Good.
Good.
Yeah, it's been lots of fun lately. We went to a couple of events and had a couple of family things go on, and yeah, that's good.
Yeah. Our mom is 1 of 12, so we had a family picnic on her side of the family on Sunday, and that involves about 100 people.
Yes.
But by the time you get spouses and children's children in,
Yeah.
so it's a lot of fun. There's a huge age range and lots of little people.
Yeah, they're cute, aren't they?
Fun, yeah.
It's at a park, like a public park, so on a lake, so like the kids get to swim and play games, and there's lots of room for them to run and play and swings, and
yeah,
I think they seem to be having fun, didn't they?
Yeah, I was telling Diane earlier, my one cousin's son, he's grade 3, and I heard him say, "Grandma, when are we having the water balloon fight?" And she says, "No, it's a water balloon toss. You're not supposed to ping them at each other with force to try and break them. You're supposed to try not to break your water balloon." But when are we having a water balloon fight? It's cute.
They were good. Lots of food and lots of visiting, and it was a good afternoon.
Good day.
And you had company Canada Day.
I did. The kids were home again, and my oldest girl, she had 3 girlfriends from Toronto come and stay with us. So they came in. My kids came in Wednesday night. The friends came in Friday night. The friends left Monday, and my kids left Tuesday. So it was lots of carrying on and fun. And they're easy going and easy to have around, and it was a good weekend. Lots of giggles.
Good.
Yeah.
And
you had
Thursday
some fun.
night,
Yeah,
Thursday night, a couple of my sons and my one son's partner, we went to the Buskers in Kingston.
That was a good time.
It was fun. The talent is just amazing. What some of these performers do, and they're street performers, so they're just.
I'd been to them in Windsor years and years ago. Yeah, they made like unicycles and juggling while they're up there.
Juggling fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, acrobatic.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it was lots of fun. There was lots of people on the streets, and I think it was well attended.
Good.
So yeah, it was a good time. Then we went for supper and headed home. So it was good. And just picnic and strawberries were on. Man.
Yeah, you were saying last time your husband.
We live too close to the strawberry patch. Holy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've had lots of strawberries, that's for sure. They were good.
Good.
So and then.
Now, are they done now?
They must be getting close.
It's too dry. We haven't had any rain in quite a while. It's quite warm, so
the grass is all frazzled. No riding the lawn.
I know. I work. I'll be the only 2 southeastern Ontario that are doing the happy dance out on crunchy grass. Yeah.
It is just raising hell on the garden, though.
Yeah, it's too bad.
Yeah, so we're on wells, right? We live in the country, so you don't want to have to make that choice between the shower or the garden getting a drink, because I know where I'm heading with that. But yeah, so it's kind of.
Well, I think too, it's so hot that the well water is cold. Like it's warm what's laying in the hose, but once you get past that, like that water's cold. So you'd have to put it in pails and warm it up before you could put it on the plant, because you would shock it. It's way too much of a difference in this weather, I think.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's the extent of my green thumb. It was even right. So have you been knitting in this heat wave?
Yes, a little bit, but not a lot. I don't have a lot to show. I worked on my sweater.
Right. You want to show it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's getting heavy. There's a lot of fabric in my sweater. I'll get the trusty handy basket up here where I can reach it. Well, there's a ball of yarn attached to it somewhere. So this is the front. And it's getting longer.
It is.
I haven't decided yet how long to go with it, but it'll be long enough to cover all the bumps and bumps.
And you were saying last week you have the connectors. So
Yes.
you connect that, so you can
Yeah.
just try it on and see how
I have
long
had
it-
this sweater
Yeah,
on.
you'd said
I
that.
just put a connector on here and then another cord, and then I put the stoppers on the ends of the cords and just stretch the stitches out, and I can put it right over my head.
Mhm.
And
So that'll help you determine how long you want to make it.
yeah. And we had to add stitches because I had to make room for B&B, boobs and butts. So I added stitches, so I've got boob room. And then on the back, we added this little panel. It's like a cable panel, and then we doubled the amount of stitches underneath. We divided the back into 3. And then this panel here, the stitches here are actually doubled the amount so that it will hang. It's hard to tell.
Well, it's on the needles.
Yeah, it's kind of going to pleat. So it will hang kind of maybe more so like that. So it makes room for the butt.
Nice.
Because I don't want the sweater riding up and sitting on the shelf.
I'll have to take some pictures with it, on you, and put them in here when we get it done. Because I don't think we can't, like, how do you show it?
Yeah.
Live, but a picture will be nice.
Yeah, and these are just on string, right? Stitches are just on string. So I'm going to knit my sleeves with flexi flips. I tried magic looping the sleeves, and it's just too much. They get kind of twisted, and you're trying to turn your work, and the whole, it just was like, I found it annoying. So I just thought, not having fun. Gonna find another way. So that's what I'm doing with the sweater. Try to. And then where did I put it? Oh, right there. Then I was going, when I go to knit night, I decided that I was going to cast on a pair of socks and just knit the socks at knit night. Well, I went through the stash and I found yarn. So I cast these on. I showed them to you before. Knitting the magic loop on my zings. I don't like the toe. Toe up. I don't like that toe. The toe is way too square. Not in love. So I may rip this out and do it. See, like, I like a rounder toe.
And that's a whole other pattern, right? For anyone that's not familiar, you
Yeah.
can just pick many different toe patterns that have different looks to them.
And like, I'm thinking that I could.
It's a bit long.
Well, yeah, I could round it like. If you can see my fingers round like this, but stop shorter.
Just a little better. Just the color. Maybe up against the wall will it show up better? There we are.
I can bring it up a bit. I like them rounded like that, rounded. And then maybe not so long this way, like cut her off to about there, maybe.
How many stitches are on your sock?
64. So, yeah.
What size needles are they?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Probably 2.75. That's about where I usually go to.
Okay.
To the orange things. 2.75.
Yeah. Nice. Makes a nice material.
Yeah. So that's that sock. Now I'm getting them all.
Getting a knot.
Got 2 projects in one bag, getting it knotted up. So then a friend of mine, she called and she said, Diane, she said, a group of ladies that would like to learn how to knit socks. I said, okay. And she said, would you be interested in showing us? I said, yeah, not a problem. So anyway, we meet at her house a night a week, laugh and carry on. Those girls are fun. But anyway, we picked out Susan B. Anderson, How I Make My Socks. It's a free pattern on Ravelry, and it's just a straight cuff down gusset out to the toe sock, which is typically what I knit. So I started these so that I would knit along with the ladies. This is our yarn. It's called maybe Spring Fling. So it's just a 2x2 rib, and I've started my stockinette stitch, and I'll just make however long I want. I might make these shorties. And then do my heel gusset and then right down to the toe. So
Spring Garden, maybe.
Spring Garden.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's Spring Garden. I think you're right.
It's not Spring Fling.
No, I think it's Spring Garden.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
So anyway, that is all the knitting I have
There you go.
I've been cheating out on the knitting a little bit and been playing with my sock machine, my cranker. So I've been trying to get that going and haven't had a lot of time to knit. So, what about you?
Well, I finished my.
I'm gonna keep digging for this. Is the next.
I finished my shawl from the Book of Hats. This is the book I bought at Swiftwater's from the Sheep's Ahoy booth. And this is the shawl I chose to knit out of it. And
Oh, this was the one that
it's
was
called Lang. I gotta get the name of it. Sorry, I did have the page marked and I dropped the page. I dropped them
there.
and here, but that's not that. Sorry, I'll give it one more look, and if I can't find it, I'll give it up. It's called Lang Air by Gudrun Johnston. So yeah, I like it a lot. So this is, so it's basically you knit a triangle. No, you knit a diamond. Sorry, a diamond for the middle section. And it tells you, of course, when to change color. And all
Okay,
that.
so then they're okay.
Yeah, so you knit a diamond, and then you knit a triangle, and on every other row, you grab a stitch in here and attach it. So this attaches as you go, and then you repeat the same thing over here, and voila, you have a big triangle shawl.
Very nice.
And the only thing, I ran out of the charcoal. I knit this triangle first, and you can see.
God, sorry.
And then I knit this triangle, and whatever I did wrong, I ran out of this color, so I put this one in. It's this one that I just had enough of it left over that I thought I'm going to put it there.
That size needless and this
was knit on a 4x5. That's a good question. I should know. I don't remember. I put it all away.
Sorry.
That's okay. No, I should know.
No, it's okay. You don't have to look at that.
Valid question. It was knit on a needles. A 5. Yeah, 5mm. And the wool is. Oh dear. Jameson and Smith.
Very nice.
Shetland wool. And you can get it at Sheep's Ahoy.
Sheep's Ahoy.
Yeah. So I love this. I like it. It's soft. It worked out to be softer than it felt in the skein.
Yeah.
And it's a good size. Like I can put this around me and it hangs down my shoulders a fair ways. Like anyway, I'm sure you get the idea. And yeah, so I was thinking that in the fall, if I put the diamond like at the back and I bring these around to the front, and I make little wire clips and I'll just clip that and I'll have a poncho.
Very nice.
For groceries or whatever. Wear like a long sleeve white t-shirt underneath it, or white t-shirt underneath it, and I think it will be fun. So, with jeans. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So I finished that. I really, really like it. And then I started knitting. I thought I better get started knitting some little people stuff. And I think I'd shown this pattern the last time. But it's a little sweater for a little girl. I got it off of Ravelry. And Kathy, yes, you're laughing. It's in my page protectors. And so there's the pattern name. And it's fingering weight yarn. So I dove into our
We're flashing. I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't know if you can see that on your end, people, or not, but our screen's flashing. Well, I'll try and hurry. So this is Pucker Up, and so we're knitting. I have actually 2 pieces. So here's the deal. I'll try to hurry in case we lose you. So you provisional cast on. You knit this pattern here to so many inches, and then you stocking it. You do stocking stitch, and then you put those on the holder. So this is the back. And then I come up here and I pick up stitches for the shoulder, and then I'll knit and make your neck hole and knit the front piece. and then the same for the right side and then the left side. But when I try to pick up these stitches and continue on, you continue on with the same pattern, there's a ridge there that you can see, and I don't like it. So I've tried it, ripped it back, taken it out, tried it again, ripped it back, took it out, so that it just, to me, it's the same stitch, so it should just be like smooth.
I'm wondering if it's because it's ribbed right there. If it was more of a stockinette stitch
Yeah.
at that section, I wonder if you would see where the ridge.
Yeah, I know, but it's not.
Stitches is.
It's not. So here's what I'm going to do. I've started it again, and I'm just going to start down here, and I'm going to knit up, and then I'm just going to put these stitches on the holder and do the sides, and I'm going to pick up these stitches where they change, where the stitch changes, because it is going to be different there. So you're not going to see a ridge. There'll be a ridge anyway, because these are one stitch and this is another stitch, right, rather than try to have a pickup where the stitches are the same, the pattern's the same. You follow me? Mm-hmm. So that's what I'm doing, because I was supposed to cut yarn anyway, and I cut the yarn when it told me to. Excuse me. So my yarn I had an end, so I thought, Edith, you're not going to be happy, you're not going to like it, so I'm going to do this, and then I'll just transition smoothly on the shoulders.
Eating a frog.
I am, excuse me, and I have a drink of water, and I think I left it, it's on the other side of the table over there, so. Anyway, yeah, so I'm butchering another pattern. Hacking another pattern. So, anyway, yeah, I think I'm looking forward to getting to the frilly parts of that sweater. There's frills on the sleeves and frills along the waist. That'll be fun. And then I'll pick another child's pattern to make, because there's new baby coming in, like extended families, and friends of Beck's are having another little one, and lots of little people on the horizon. Yay! So I'd like to get a little bit of a stash built up of little people things, and then I usually do, but I'm flat out right now. So I do have like other projects on the go that I've shown you, but I've not finished. But I think I better do these sweaters. Right. For my own peace of mind. Right. Yeah. So that's all of our knitting. That's all the knitting, folks. Sorry. What are you knitting? Show us. Show us what you're knitting. Yeah. Mention it down below or something. Down below. Yeah. So new to the shop. Yeah. Okay. So right now in the shop for the month of July, we're having Christmas in July. We are offering free shipping within Canada in your orders. So check out the stash that's in the shop for sale. There's lots there to choose from, and we promised updates throughout the month. So I've got some here on my lap that's going to be going up right in the next day or so, as soon as I get it pictured and get it up there. So this darn thing, for some reason, when we move, it wants to flash. So this is Hodgepodge, Under My Spell, and Magical Forest. And this is all our fingering merino nylon 80/20 sock yarn. So they're new. They're new. They're going in the shop. And then these are our merino cashmere nylon base, our 70/20/10. So that one, this one's Carrot Cupcake, and this one's called Galaxy. It's got some purples in it. Let that darn camera flash them. I know, we're hoping that you won't see this. You're probably going to. Yeah. And then this one. And this has got some greens and some browns. And this one is called Ninjas Hate Crunchy Leaves. So these are all going to be pictured and in the shop in the next couple of days. What else is new in the shop? We're going to be we're going to have a trunk show in September, September the 30th. We're going to Kensington Market to Yarns Untangled. Right. And so if you Google Yarns Untangled Kensington Market, you'll see them. It is a really cute shop, And we stopped by for a visit when we were at the Knitters Frolic.
Yes.
And there's a great restaurant across the road. We had a pretty nice brunch there.
There's lots of nice little shops in that area of Kensington Market, right? So it was interesting just to walk the streets. And that's pedestrian. That's a pedestrian Sunday, right?
You're a streetwalker.
Hey.
Yes, it is. It's pedestrian.
It is what it is.
It's pedestrian Sunday. They're closing the roads off. They do this every Sunday, I understand. It's through the summer. Mm-hmm. So every Sunday there is they close the streets off. But also Yarns Untangled has different trunk shows scheduled throughout the summer. So
I'm gonna just tilt this or something. Maybe it's got something to do with focusing. Nope. We're still flashing.
Yeah.
Oh, the podcast.
Yeah, so if you're
street walking and the flashing.
So if you're in Toronto and you might want to check them out. Yeah. On the last Sunday of the month, they have different trunk shows, but we'll be there September the 30th.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's about it.
We have a few other things in the works that we're in communication with other people, but they're just not quite finalized yet, so we'll share those as they come. Other than that, keep checking the website for updates, and hopefully that you're enjoying Christmas in July.
Yeah. So
everything that's been ordered, all of the packages that have been ordered thus far have all been mailed out, so if you've ordered something, it should be arriving soon.
Mm-hmm.
So we're all caught up on the mailing, so
good.
That's done. I have an itchy eye.
You got an itchy eye and I got a scratchy throat.
And we're flashing people.
And this thing is flashing.
Yeah, we're just a mess today.
And if it isn't flashing on your end, what's going on is the screen that we see is going dark to light, dark to light, dark to light. So it's distracting.
It is kind of annoying.
We're hopefully you don't see that.
And I know right now, I cannot even begin to know how to edit that out, so you're going to get flashed.
If it is on your end as well. Hopefully not.
We are going to be flashing you. But anyway.
Okay. Well,
it is what it is. That's all we've got.
There's no sense keeping these folks if we're done. We'll let them go.
Yeah, we try to keep it to the 30-minute mark. So this one will just be a short and sweet one.
Yeah.
So anyway,
thanks for stopping by.
Thank you. And if you like the flashing and the knitting, please hit like and subscribe.
Bye.